Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Purplatypus is the name. Welcome to another Dragon Quest Tact video. Today we are going to be doing the 3 wives fight. Now, I don't have my team on the left side of the screen. I don't have them shown here because this is not really a guide so much as it is just a demonstration of the fight or showing you the fight. It only took me about 3 attempts to clear. It seems to be one of the easier EX fights. Now, obviously, if it's really hard for you, that's understandable. I might just have the right gotcha units that make it a little bit easier. But this isn't this isn't really a guide in the strictest sense. My days of guide making aren't done, but they're probably not going to be quite as common as they have been in the past. I'm probably going to do more things like this, just showing off the fight after I do it, or to show how I'm personally clearing content, as opposed to trying to make content that can help free-to-play players clear it. Mostly just it's just a time thing. Honestly, it takes a lot of time and effort, and there's a lot of Japanese guides out there for these fights, all free to play. And you know, maybe I'll use some of their guides to help me, and I'll basically translate them for you, and give them credit. That might be a good solution. Anyway, we're just rambling now. Point is, let's get into the fight. So I am using Zoma, White King, I don't know, Rhino Boy, he's an A rank. Slineheart is so good in this fight. Holy crap. Slineheart hasn't been that good for me in a lot of content. He destroys in this content. And Sorrow's good. I just put Sorrow in everything. It doesn't even matter. All right, is this muted? This is muted. Perfect. This is my recording of me. I did this yesterday on stream. Without further ado, this is about a 5-minute video, so it is kind of long, but we'll skip through. I think at one point I might get up. But anyway, so what's important, so we're fighting the 3 wives, right? Obviously, you guys know that because you're watching the video. So the cool thing about them is that they kind of like, they single themselves out. You're not fighting all 3 of them at the same time, really. You're able to just, like, they're going to come down, and if you could DPS down one of them at a time, like, it works out pretty darn well. But also, like, if you just hit them below like 50% life or just like a little bit lower, they're gonna end up spending their turns like buffing themselves or something, right? Like they miss a turn a lot of times, just to make themselves stronger. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this character. This character is gonna come down anyway, but I'm trying to set it up so that way on turn 3 she'll be down here and she'll be within range. Currently, Slineheart is my leader. You can tell by this little yellow flag here. And minus 20% defense has been huge on this fight. There might be some better things out there, like we're doing a lot of physical damage this fight, and there might be some better leadership abilities, but I found the minus 20% defense to be pretty good. So, like, if you have to choose between plus 20% physical potency and minus 20% defense, I think the defense tends to be better on content like this, because their defense number is typically higher than your attack number. But if your guys is like, let's say like they have 300 defense and you have 500 attack, the attack up's gonna tend to do more, right? Because you're dealing with a bigger number percent and with a percent. But if their defenses are like Bianca can get up to like 700 plus defense or something, if you get her defense that high, the minus 20% defense is gonna be a much bigger defense decrease. Anyway, let's just get into the fight. We're just kind of trying to set up. So this guy is actually like kind of an all-star. Mine is fully awakened, but he has full zap resistance and he has a whoosh attack. So he's not like insane, but having these 2 characters are both weak to whoosh. And so having a whoosh attack is good. So you want to find some strong whoosh users or swoosh users, you know, but also he's heavy resistant to Bianca. And this Deborah in my fight is basically going to get, I think she actually does attack. I think I make a mistake here, but we still like get through it. But the point is, he could tank Bianca like all day while doing pretty decent hiccup damage. And so what am I doing with Zoma here? Zoma is literally gonna 1v1 Nera. Nera is very, man, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. 1 second. Hiccups, stop. There we go. Nera basically is the healer, right? She's going to go around healing people big fat numbers. If you attack someone while Nera's around, she has that Kirill thing where she's going to throw heals at them, like not every time, but you know, with a RNG chance. Zoma just 1v1s her. He attacks her once. She's going to come down and attack Zoma for almost jack shit. And then Zoma's going to every turn just glacial doom until she dies. She'll sit there and try to heal herself and Zoma will kill her. Just looking at some of her abilities here. She's all Sizz. You don't have to worry about too much with Deborah. I mean, if you have Sizz weakness, you know, keep that in mind. So I actually think this move, personally, for me, is a mistake. I think I should have moved this guy here. Here or here. And then brought Sorrow up to tank this hit. Sorrow is particularly not great against Deborah because she's not weak to bang. And this guy's particularly great against Deborah. Sorry, against Bianca. Bad versus Bianca, good versus Bianca. But I actually have him do the Deborah tanking, which is just like a miscalculation on my part. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. But she's going to come down. And luckily, the guy lives. But his HP gets so low. So I actually think, so I'm going here specifically because I don't want him to be able to get hit. And we know that she's going to come down here. She has a movement of 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And so I want Slineheart to be in the leadership range of next turn when he attacks, gets the minus 20% defense. And I really think these two should be like in an opposite spot. Like it's fine. This guy lives, like it's functional, but it's, if you don't have a max awakening one, there's a great chance he'll just die because he's, doesn't need that that damage that he had put on him. So look at Magic Barrage, like look at that, did like 200 to Zoma, like fucking nothing. Zoma is the perfect counter to Nera in this fight. Slineheart is like the perfect damage dealer for Deborah. And White King is just so good, man. I'm sick of how good this unit is and fucking all the content that's ever come out in this game almost. Like he's so fucking good, and I only have 1 awakening on him. I really need some more awakening. So yeah, we're just gonna start smacking. This guy should be again at full HP. So I'm kind of like, ah, shit, we got him really low because his whole point is here is the tank Bianca. Because Swoosh, I think I have mine at okay +9. I mean that's pretty darn good. I mean look how much damage we're dealing. This isn't even the Slineheart, which is our main damage dealer. And see, so I'm kind of doing like the opposite of what I want, right? Like I'm now bringing Sorrow up to try to tank a hit because I don't want this guy to just die before he gets a chance to go. But I think she's gonna end up doing the oh no, she's actually, because look how low she is. She only attacked him once. Now she's this low. Now what she's gonna do, she's gonna she does the livid mode, right? So she just heals herself, and she only heals herself for like 482. That's nothing. Now she does get a attack boost and stuff, but she's never gonna get a chance to go. And so one thing I actually is a if you think like, oh, might as well attack them both, that's kind of a mistake here that I think I made an earlier attempt. If you move over here and you attack them both, Bianca comes down and just one-shot Zoma like straight to hell. You want to keep out of range of Bianca so she'll deal with other units, and you want to keep her in range of Nera. So yeah, like this guy could have taken 75% less damage than Sorrow just took. So that's kind of a mix up there, but it's like, it's still at the same time, it's fine. I did level up the Slash to like, oh, they only have 217 defense, man. Bianca has insane defense. Oh, I guess I went backwards 10 seconds. Yeah, look at that minus 20% defense, and they have another 25% down because Slineheart also hits her defense down. So they're down to 217 defense, which is insane. I don't even know what it's normally at, but like that's crazy. I do like going up here and starting to hit this guy, but again, he should be at almost full HP. And so now when he actually gets hit with this, like he should be dead, right? And I don't even think he does anything anymore in this fight, but like he should still have a lot of HP left. And I'll stop beating that dead horse. So we are going to, actually, I'm interested. Do I attack Deborah here? Do I think I need the damage? I think I do need the damage. I don't think Slineheart one-shots from this point. Oh, we do have Sorrow, so I think we do go for Bianca. So I think between Slineheart, as long as Sorrow doesn't miss and Slineheart hits all of his attacks, I think we're totally good here. Boom, 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 boom. It doesn't really matter where you go, honestly, for there. Okay, awesome. And Slineheart is going to just slap attack, almost use lightning multi-slash by mistake. And I was like, wait a second, she's not dying? And I was like, okay, there we go. And so power assembled. Every time one of them dies, the rest of them get defense buffs, which is like, it's not a big deal. Let's be honest. The defense buffs can be kind of big, but it's not that big of a deal. So I actually was using Nimzo in this fight to debuff Bianca's attack and whatever. And I actually thought that was like really good use. But the issue is, this Rhino guy, I just think did a better job. He did more damage. and he was better at surviving. But then I kind of fucked it anyway. So basically the reason why I'm not using Nimzo here is mostly because I had a better strategy going through it this second time or third time. I don't remember how many attempts it was. It wasn't too many attempts. And so we can see her defense isn't down because Slineheart's not quite there, but I couldn't get Slineheart up here because it would have 1, 2, 3. It would have been 4 movements, so I couldn't quite do it. So maybe in an earlier turn when you're attacking her, you can get over here on this side of Deborah instead. That way you can get up here on the last turn. That way you would be within range of the minus 20% defense down if you're using my exact comp. I don't think that's going to matter, and it doesn't matter, but it could make the fight go smoother if your team is not quite as strong. There might be a better leadership ability, but I've actually found the Slineheart ability pretty insane. Lowering defense is insane when you're trying to use stronger, when you're trying to use physical units. There's not enough casters to just use all Zam and swoosh stuff for that. Like, you could do all casters for like Bang, basically, I think, because there's a bunch of A rank casters for that. And of course you could use like swoosh, but swoosh is very weak comparatively to what Slineheart's doing. So defense downs are very good. So as you can see, Zoma killed her. Now keep in mind, my Zoma is Awakened 3, I think, and he does have +10 on Glacial Doom with a pretty good Glacial Doom dagger, the Doom dagger. So mine is pretty strong. You might need to give, if you're trying to use Zoma against Nara, I think you could probably do it, even if yours isn't as strong as me, but you might need to give it some backup. Musters her strength. So was that her turn? Yeah, so she spent her turn getting stronger, which is really a mistake on her part, I would say. So we're not attacking here because we know that he's gonna get countered and died. And in my mind, I'm like, why bother doing that? Instead, what I should do is just one of two things is gonna happen. Either he's gonna tank a hit on Bianca's next turn because she can kill him, or Bianca's gonna get the minus 20% defense and he'll do more damage next turn. So I'm like, all right, we'll just move him. I should have moved him out of the way. That way she can't do like no, she doesn't have an attack that hits that way. That was Deborah. So this is actually fine. And so we are going to use the swoosh. And then at the beginning of the next turn, we're going to see her defense goes down 20%. Easy peasy. And look at, with defense down 20%, she still has 677 defense because she has a plus 75% defense up. That is huge. But I do think the minus 20% is being very significant here. Like that's an insane defense. I think it's insane. I mean, still, luckily, our boy here absolutely rips up. Like, he only did almost 150 each hit. He almost did like 600 damage only. He's used to doing like almost double that. So that's pretty insane. All right. And that is the fight. I wonder if you could probably see my units if I go back further, right? Oh, actually, no, you can't because this is not the stream. This is the recording I made of the video. So there we go. I got that stuff at the end there. And just so you guys can clarify that this is my thing. Let's go here. Boom, boom. This is my video that I recorded live on stream. There's chat. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about the specifics of the fights, let me know. I could do another video that's maybe slightly more of a guide, actually, like replace some of my weaker units, take some A's out, put some S's in, or sorry, that's the opposite. Take some S's out, put some A's in, maybe throw in a couple B ranks, a couple C ranks, see what we could do. This fight would definitely be insanely hard without a team that's able to go toe to toe with them like mine. So don't feel bad if you're having a rough time. But I did kind of want to, this is still a good way for me to demonstrate the fight in a way that like you can learn the mechanics of what the characters will do. They buff themselves when they get low. And so they miss a turn when they get low. If you get them below like, 50% ish, they are going to waste their turn. So it gives you an extra turn to try to burst them down, to deal with less. You might need to do a cover tank strategy, obviously cover tank, heal, and then damage dealers. I think 2 of them are weak to whoosh, and things like that. Anyway, if you have any more questions, just let me know, guys. Thank you so much. For Platypus is Purplatypus, and I will see you next time.